like everyone is having great sex except for you. Like you missed that sex ed class that everybody else seemed to have that taught you how to have sex like they do in romantic comedies. Have immediate palpable sexual chemistry, passionately kiss, fall into bed, and then simultaneously orgasm in under a minute. If so, you are not alone. That was me for the first 29 years of my life. And in this video, I am going to tell you about how I busted out of that mindset and learned the truth about how to have good sex. My name is Kendra, and I am a somatic sex coach and counselor. I believe that every single person has the potential to have a multi-orgasmic, wildly blissed out sex life. However, it is not as easy as reading a couple online articles and buying a bottle of silicone lube. I know this because I constantly read articles about sex and had the most perpetually mediocre sex for years. Like, I barely even had sex at all. And when I did, it was tolerable at best. Often uncomfortable, sometimes painful, and almost always coupled with a really strange mix of thoughts, ranging from I cannot wait for this to be over to I'm so glad that this is happening because it means that I am desirable. Messed up. It was messed up. Not to mention that each sexual encounter that I had was also plagued by all of these inner judgments about what I was supposed to do in order to please my partner. I was so in my head thinking, do I look okay? Is my stomach flat? Are my nipples hard? What does my vagina smell like? Is she wet enough? What sound should I make? Should I make any sound? Ooh, that was awful. How long have we been doing this? Is he done yet? Maybe I should blow him. What if I'm bad at it? What if he laughs at me? I just want to go home. I think I just queefed. It was a performance, an exhausting performance. And I was so in my head the whole time that I didn't even have the opportunity to drop into my body and even know what I was feeling unless I got pounded so hard in the cervix that I flinched. But the worst part was that I couldn't even really talk about how tepid my sexual experiences were because all of my friends and acquaintances and beloved movie characters were talking like sex was a gift from the gods and they were having orgasm upon orgasm in a timely and efficient manner. So I'd play along and partake in these conversations about how sex was so great and I couldn't wait to have it all the time and it was my favorite thing to do. Until finally one day I was just so exhausted with faking it and I was fueled by a couple of keg-sized glasses of wine and I just told somebody the truth. I have never had anything close to what I think would pass as like good sex according to cultural standards. And the person that I said this to burst out laughing and was like, oh my God, I am so glad you said that. Me neither. And that is when I realized I needed to stop pretending like I fit some socially constructed idea of what sex was supposed to look like and actually just start being honest about what was going on for me. Because the more that I did that, the more that I realized I am not alone. In fact, far from being an anomaly in modern Western culture, I am pretty much the norm. The truth is, most of us are not having great sex. In fact, many of us are not even having good sex or tolerable sex or any sex, but no one is talking about it. This needs to change. So I set to work to find out how all of us could start having better sex. I studied Tantra, Taoism, sexual anatomy, sexual philosophy, somatic sex education, the nervous system, sexual abuse and trauma, couples therapy, erotic massage, ecstatic erotic massage, orgasms, clitoral orgasms, G-spot orgasms, cervical orgasms, A-spot, P-spot, anal orgasms, nipple orgasms, energy orgasms, and so much more. And the truth is, good sex has nothing to do with romantic comedies or cultural stereotypes or porn, and it has everything to do with knowing and loving yourself. Because when you can just get out of your head and let go of all the expectations, drop into your body and your own personal experience, you can have the type of sex that is not only filled with ecstatic pleasure, but also empowers your sense of who you are. The only problem is nobody teaches you how to do that. So that's why my colleague Sarah and I have started this channel. We are gonna be giving you the knowledge, the tools, and the skills that you need to nurture your sexual wellness using food, movement, and orgasms so that you can create an entire life rich in pleasure and abundance. So if you are ready for a soul-stretching adventure, let us know in the comment section below if you can relate to anything that I've talked about in this video. Subscribe and get ready to eat, squat, and cum.